Hello, I'm State Senator John Kavanagh, and this is another edition of Kavanagh's Corner, my video report to my constituents. And I want to talk about Proposition 314. This was a referral to the ballot, and I was a co-sponsor of the bill that created the referral, which allowed voters to advance anti-illegal immigration processes. Now, we did this because we passed it as a bill, and Governor Hobbs and all the Democrats opposed it, and Governor Hobbs vetoed it. So we did a ballot referral because that only requires a majority of the legislators, and Republicans have a one-vote majority in both chambers. So we went to the voters and we asked them, do you want to protect the border against the tidal wave of illegal immigrants that are flowing across because of the irresponsible immigration policies of the Biden-Harris administration? The answer was a resounding yes, we do. Over 60% of the voters, including more than half of the Hispanic voters, voted to create these new anti-illegal immigration measures. Now, the one that everyone knows about is the one that would allow state and local police officers to arrest people who cross the border illegally between the ports of entry that are being staffed by the Border Patrol. And we passed this because very dangerous individuals cross between the legal entry ports. Because if you go to a legal entry port and you are not a prior deportee, you are not a person on the terrorist watch list, or you're not smuggling fentanyl or human beings as part of a human trafficking enterprise, right? If you're not any of those categories, you'll be admitted to the country by the Biden-Harris loose immigration policies because you'll make a bogus claim of asylum. And you'll get transported anywhere in the country, you'll get benefits in certain cities, and you won't have to go to court in 2 to 3 years, assuming you show up at all. So, who crosses between the entry points knowing they will not get those benefits? And those are the bad players. These are the drug smugglers, these are the human traffickers, these are people on the terrorist watch list, these are people who were previously deported for committing serious crimes. And we want our local police, if they have probable cause, to arrest these people. And they will be charged under a state crime, and they will have two options. If they aren't on any of those lists, they weren't transporting drugs or people, they weren't previously deported, they will be given the opportunity to leave under escort. If they don't, they'll go to trial, and if it can be proved that they entered the country illegally, they can spend 6 months in an Arizona prison. Obviously, if they had fentanyl or they were human trafficking, they'd be charged with those crimes also. Now, there were other parts of Prop 314. One makes it a more serious crime to present phony proof of legal residence documents to an employer in order to get employment and take away jobs from legal residents. We also said that state and local governments have to check the federal immigration rosters so that they don't give benefits, taxpayer dollars, to people who are here illegally. And we also require that employers, check the immigration status of these people. And if they lie to the employer, that would also be a more serious crime. Now, it passed by over 64% of the vote, and it will take effect the minute a similar law that Texas passed and which is being scrutinized by the federal courts, the minute that law is found constitutional, our law goes into effect. Now, we need more than just passing this law. I've been thinking about it. President Trump has pledged that he will round up illegal immigrants and deport them, but he needs the cooperation of state and local governments. It's not sufficient for our local police to apprehend some of these people. You have a lot of people who are in the country already, illegally, who get arrested. And when they get arrested, they should be checked to see if they're here illegally. And if they're not, under the new President Trump Immigration Service, we can call the Border Patrol and they will be picked up to be processed for deportation. But you have to have cities and towns cooperating with this effort. And some cities and towns, we know, will not cooperate. So I am going to propose a state law which requires any detention facility, any facility which takes somebody into custody, regardless of whether it's a misdemeanor or a felony, to run the person's name through the immigration checklist. And if they are in fact here illegally, to notify the Border Patrol. So after we take care of them and give them any sentence, they can be deported. We must join in as part of this popular, and remember, over 60% of the people supported Prop 314, even half of Hispanics. Clearly, people are fed up with illegal immigration. Now is the time to take the bull by the horns, or the illegal immigrant by the butt, and boot them out. So I will pass that legislation, and I'm pretty sure that we can get it passed. I think even some of the Democrats, realizing how popular this is one of the issues that President Trump got elected on, will vote for it, and we'll have enough votes and the governor won't veto it. But if we don't, or if she does, then we'll just take it right back to the ballot, because the battle against illegal immigration will not be stopped. Thanks for watching this edition of Kavanagh's Corner.